Oh, no, I'll take... Absolutely. You pay.
Absolutely. If I'm going to ask a man out, I'm going to pay for it.
It's all right, June. Stay with us here. Ann Bo is next to you. You're from San Diego. Do you have to be from California to be an aggressive woman?
No, but it certainly helps.
You're 30-something. You're divorced once. You're single now, have been for 10 years. And you feel not unlike June, that don't sit there waiting for the phone to ring.
Absolutely not. I'm having the time of my life. I mean, I even have laminated business cards for my jacuzzi. Don't miss an opportunity. No, absolutely.
And so you are not, it's been known in your own experience you've walked up and, what are some lines you use?
Well, the last one I was at the San Diego Chamber of Commerce. I walked across the room to a cute man. I said, when are you taking me to dinner?
And they like it.
He loved it. He loved it.
Now, you know, there is a man here who I assume, unless I'm the only guy in America, I remember when I used to ask her if I could kiss her goodnight, and she'd say no. Do you take arrows in the heart at all with this aggression? I assume that, I don't know, do all the men jump at your...
Well, I think if a woman is confident, Phil, and you come from within, I think you can have any man that you want. And I think men love it because men are shy, basically. And I have men who say, I never thought you'd be interested in me.
Well, I've never found it to be that way. I really haven't.
Tell me, Stella Durham, you're a real estate agent. You're also from California.
Del Mar, really.
Del Mar, 40-ish, divorced, likes younger men, but dates men her own age, too, if she has to.
No.
Are you aggressive, Stella?
Only after I get to know them, maybe a little, but I cannot ask a man out. I just can't.
And you can't walk up to a man in a single situation and give him a line, is that right?
No, I can't take those turn down.
Stella, you're so old-fashioned. Where did you know? Come on, get with it. This is the new age. Oh, wait a minute. Here he comes. You're going to love this guy, Bob Cannon, film producer, Los Angeles, California. You're in your 30s. You were married before.
No, it was a production. I wasn't married.
What does that mean?
That's a long story.
All right, well,
don't.
All right. You do not like to be pursued by women.
No.
Tell them, Bob.
Well, I'm from the days of Red Butler. My grandmother taught me principles and values. And I believe in ladies.
Yeah.
But listen to me. It's the truth.
Show me a woman who walks up to a guy and says, what a lovely tie, and I'll show you a manipulative woman that'll make you miserable for the rest of your life. Is this your point? See what I mean? You can't do this.
But Phil, I think he's going to miss out because I think he'll miss out on great women like me.
Hey, that's true.
He will.
Yeah.
I believe.
What do you believe, Bob?
I believe in the days of romance. I believe that a lady is a lady.
I'll tell you one thing.
Okay, here we go.
I'll tell you one thing. A woman...
Tell us a couple of things. Daniel Powell from L.A., you're 32, single, owns his own real estate company, Ahem. Loves women to make the first move. Prefers women who chase.
I like
just be quiet for this whole hour here.
I think men and women are different. I think they'll always be different, but I think they appreciate one thing. That's to be appreciated. And if you are approached by a woman and she's complimentary, it's warms my heart. It's very nice.
Makes you feel good about yourself.
I've never turned down a woman that's asked me to dance at any club.
That's the man I'm looking for, isn't that right? Huh? You want to understand what's next?
She asked you to dance, but isn't it still true that you should be asking them to dance? Because it goes both ways.
And Phil, what the lady is saying...
The same way that a woman makes you feel good when she walks up to you, you can make her feel good when you walk up to her.
I'm not saying that I only will wait. I will pursue, but I work 10 hours a day calling people on the phone, hustling them. I would like them to approach me if they see. And to me, initiative is sexy. It's not uncommon.
Phil.
Tell us, old-fashioned Bob, what's your thought on that?
Phil, old-fashioned is quality. The only problem with today's society is that we're losing the old quality values.
I think so, too. I got to tell you something. Oh, we have other old-fashioned. Come on. You liked it the old days.
I love it, and I wish it would come back to all you ladies here. Stay with it.
They did. They don't know what a lovely world it was.
Definitely.
When the most, the most intimate thing you did was 1 soda, 2 straws. Do you remember that?
I don't know about that, but I'm with him.
You're with him, but let's talk. Now, I want to ask you something.
Yes.
You know, 100 years ago, when I was of age, coming of age, you know, even then I realized...
Phil,
wait, I'm
we don't
almost
have to
finished.
worry about 100 years ago.
Talk. We'll straighten him out.
All right.
You got me to back you up today. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Now, she's not even
Here's my question. You remember, it's cruel to make a high school girl, for example, sit there waiting for the phone to ring. Whether or not she went to the prom depended on the most beautiful girl sit there helpless waiting, and every nerd guy got a date and went to the prom.
You're deadly wrong.
I
mean, when I went to my high school prom, I didn't have a problem. I was asked politely.
I don't
They
doubt
came
you.
to
By
my
more than one guy, I bet.
Yeah, no, not quite. I mean, we weren't like these women, the younger women are today. Forget about it. I wouldn't give them 2 cents.
Why?
Because I think it's wrong. Never mind. Definitely. I'm 62 years old, and I'm proud of the way I grew up. And I raised my children, which is my son and my daughter here. I have 5. And I think it's great. Stay with me. I'm with you 100%. You got me to thank you.
Phil, the whole problem.
Yeah, she's working on her shyness.
I'm here with my daughter and her friend, and they go out on Saturday night to bag and tag men.
No, I never thought I'd hear your mother say that about you. This is what happens. You bring her to the Donahue show, and here you are. It's too late now.
Phil,
yes, Bob, what is it?
That is the problem with today's society. I will be nice.
Because why?
Because I'm not going to wait for some guy to take me out if I want to go and have a good time. I'm going to go out with my friends. I'm going to talk to who I want to and do what I want.
But ma'am, I am not.
Ma'am. Bob, yeah, go ahead, Bob. You get to speak even though you're a man.
I have to say this.
What is it?
The whole point is that I agree with that. It's just like my fiance. She's a very prominent...
She's a very what, Bob?
However, though, I believe that a lady should be a lady, like the days of Red Butler. Yeah. And the whole point, though, is nothing wrong.
What's his name? What's his name?
I know you
Daniel.
Danny, I want to ask Danny a question.
Just a moment. I know you are, and I'll kiss you.
Right. But I'm a very assertive lady. I see no reason why I should sit back and wait for Bob to ask me to dance.
I'm working a lot.
However, I want to be in control.
I'd be waiting forever. He wants to be in control.
I used to be able to control this show.
I want to, what's his name? Danny.
Daniel.
Danny, with your gorgeous self, honey. I just want to know this. After the woman finishes chasing you and gets you to the point where she want to get you, what does she get?
Wait a minute.
It depends on the woman. It's just like a man pursuing a woman. It depends on what if there's a appreciation and attraction.
Yeah. Hang on. We got 9 shows going here. Are you there, caller? I'm glad you waited. Hi.
Phil, I've gotten told I got look-alike. I've gotten my body told that it looks good. I've been grabbed in bars.
No.
And the funny thing is that all the people who are doing this are older women.
Really?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I happen to be 24 years old.
Yeah.
And the bars I'm going to, women 35 and up are doing these things.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know what was instilled to them.
Yeah. You're a good-looking guy, are you?
I'm told I am. You know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Uh-huh. You're about 6 foot tall?
I am 6 feet tall, 167 pounds. I'm a personal trainer.
Uh-huh.
And I also do commercial work, and I act.
Yeah, you got probably open shirt and a little Italian horn around your neck.
Bill, I'm a very conservative Fairfield County resident.
I bet you look funny in boxer shorts and black socks, though.
No, nothing like that, Bill. But I don't know why women do that. I am also like the gentleman. I believe in romance. I believe in the man at least taking some initiative in the lead. But I don't think women should give in, and I don't think women should go pursue in such a cat-chasing mouse kind of thing.
I've been putting up with that for years, though.
You mean being hit on?
Yeah.
Phil,
what does it matter who chases who, as long as you get together in the end?
Exactly. I'm not saying that I've never pursued a woman. I'm just saying if a woman pursues me, I'm not going to think it's an insult. I love it.
Yeah. And I think we need to take our power back, and we now need to get what we want to get.
No.
Yes,
Are you there, caller?
Yes,
Are you there? Hi, I'm glad you waited. Yeah.
I'm 54 years old. I've never been married, and the woman in the red head could bag and tag me anytime.
The woman can bag and tag her. The woman in the red can bag and tag her.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Phil, I have an 800 number.
You have an 800 number?
I'll try anything.
Yeah.
I do have an 800 number.
Well, how did a nice-looking guy like you get to be 54 and single?
I just never got married. I live with my mother. She's 82 years old, but that lady in the red head.
Yeah. Well, do you go out? I mean, do you date at all?
No.
You don't date?
No,
so what are you going to do this Saturday night, lonely guy?
Well, I live a long ways from where you are, but I'd sure like to be there.
Yeah, where do you live?
Live in Louisiana.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like in a rural area?
It's a small town, right.
Yeah. And the action is what? Is it kind of slow down there in the social...
Well, it's deader than dead. They roll the sidewalks up at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'll put you on hold. We'll get you June's phone number. How's that?
That sounds great to me.
Yeah, I'm glad. Kiss your mother, and thanks for watching.
All right, bye-bye.
Yeah, I'm glad you called. Are you there? Hi, I'm glad you waited. Go ahead.
Hi. Me and my girlfriend are on the line, and we have a comment for Bob. I disagree exactly, with everything he says. I don't think that women in today's society should just sit there like pieces of meat to be picked up by men who want us. I'm going to go out and get the man I want. And my girlfriend's on the line, and she has something to say, too.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I mean, most of my boyfriends I picked up. I mean, so many guys are so snobby and shy, you must just go out and get some meat. I mean, what?
Yeah, in other words, they're vulgar, you mean?
Well, Phil...
They're only interested in one thing. I want to make sure...
A lot of men are only interested in one thing.
Right. Yeah, we've heard that on this program.
Phil. It allows you to be more feminine.
Right. I want to make sure I understand the caller. Are you aggressive at all? Are you capable of walking up to a man and, with a line?
Totally.
I'm very capable of doing that.
Totally, Totally.
She's totally all right.
Yeah, totally. How old are you guys?
18.
18, oh. Well, if I was your father, I wouldn't let you out of the house. Yeah, hang on a second. Okay, we got a break here. You wanted to stand and say what?
This goes to Barb. You keep mentioning the fact that if we're not romantic, if we're the person that pushes it. Let me just say one thing. My husband was the shyest man I ever met. I seen him. I knew what I wanted. I went after him. We're married. We're romantic, and we're married 5 years.
What'd you say? What'd you say when you went after him?
I went after him. I said, you got sexy eyes.
Listen, Phil,
and he appreciated that.
Phil.
I had men say to me, because I'm pretty powerful in what I do, say, I never knew you were interested in me. I'm serious.
Phil,
congratulations.
Yeah.
First of all,
Bob, you get to speak. You really do. We can't wait for you to share your wisdom with us. And we'll give you an uninterrupted opportunity to do that when we return after just a moment.
Thank you.
Heartburn isn't putting it out, it's keeping it out. Introducing new Maalox Heartburn Relief Formula. It doesn't just stop the burning, it actually helps keep it from coming back. New Maalox Heartburn Relief Formula. It could start in your office, in your home, over lunch. But now, wherever heartburn starts, this is where it ends. Introducing new Maalox Heartburn Relief Formula. No ordinary antacid works like this one to put out heartburn.
When I weighed 350 pounds, some people turned their back on me. I felt worthless. Then I turned my back on myself. I felt a depression, very difficult to see behind my puffed up body. Then I changed my existence. I live today. You can too.
Call Janet Greason's A Place for Us. 1-800-543-3662. Because it's not what you're eating, it's what's eating you.
There's nothing special about me. If I can do it, you can too.
One good reason for buying your Easter ham at Aldi is the incredibly low price. Just $6.99 for a tender, delicious 5-pound canned ham. The other good reasons are all the good things you can make after Easter. So celebrate with a lean, juicy 5-pound canned ham from Aldi for just $6.99. Just $6.99 every day at Aldi.
Aldi, the stock-up store.
Simple pleasures in life can be frustrating if a cataract is causing vision problems. But now there's no reason to let a cataract blur your world any longer. Today we can remove your cataract with a new procedure called No Stitch. No Stitch allows much quicker recovery time, which means you can be back home the same day to enjoy the things you love to do. Call us to find out more about No Stitch cataract removal.
Call 887-4000 at the Indiana Eye Clinic. Cost will never stand in the way of your eyesight.
Hi, I'm glad you waited. Hello.
Yes, Phil. This question is directed to the lady in red.
Yeah.
Without the hat.
Oh, without the hat. Ann, that's Ann.
Ann.
Yeah.
I was wondering, prior to her, the way she conducts herself now, has she had any past counseling, or did she ever go through any psychiatric treatment?
You don't think a woman should be aggressive, is that your point?
Well, no, it's not that she shouldn't be aggressive, but at one point she had some problems in the past, I'd heard, and now, I mean, the way they push themselves forward, she even has a laminated card for a jacuzzi.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious, I mean, was she ever the bashful one? Did she ever,
Were you ever shy and did you
Yes,
change?
I was.
Ann,
Yes,
tell us.
I was, and I was very unhappy. Very good question.
You were the girl in high school that the phone may or may not have rung, huh?
It never did.
And you got fed up with it.
I'm having the most fun I've ever had in my whole life.
Rather than sit there and wait for Mr. Right to come falling through the front window.
No, I changed me. I have more playmates and I know what to do with.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Are you there? Hi, go ahead.
Hi, Phil.
What do you...
I'm 24 years old,
Yeah.
and I pursued my boyfriend. He's told me on numerous occasions how glad he was that I did, because he never would have had the nerve to approach me first. We're completely in love, hoping to get married.
And when's this going to... what did you do? I mean, do you remember what you said?
Basically, I went up to him.
Where was it? It's just curious.
We were at a college play that he had just directed.
Yeah.
Told him that I loved his work. I thought he was amazing, and I'd love to get to know him more.
You said, I'd love to get to know you more?
Yep, and we sat and talked the whole night.
No kidding.
Yep, worked out great.
Yeah. Well, here are some lines. The Donahue audience top 5 pickup lines from women to men. This audience. I don't know where we get these audiences. Here you are. This is what you told us. Here's your first one. I've just moved to the area. Could you show me around? Oh, please. That's a terrible line. 2, I think we would... Oh, this is kind of straightforward. I think we would have beautiful children together. Who said that? 3, how do you like those running shoes? It's okay. 4, I bet you wish you knew me. There's one. And fine, didn't I see you on Donahue? Well, thank you again. Now, here are the top 5 pickup lines from men to women. You're going to love these. Could you help me pick out some fresh fruit? This'll work at the Grand Union. Number 2, is that your real hair? 3, so how many times have you made the Sports Illustrated bathing suit cover? Oh, come on. 4, you have nice teeth. Who's your dentist? 5, is it hot in here or is it just you? Oh, please.
Phil.
What? Bob, you get to speak.
Just to answer all the questions, look, I have nothing against aggressive women. I think they're beautiful. They can do what they want. I just have a different belief. I like ladies. And that's what's wrong with today's society, is that we do not...
We do not what?
We do not what?
We do not teach our own children the belief and
decorum and respect and what a woman...
I'm a Southern gentleman to the core.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
So if the young woman that you...
Huh? Everything has changed. Everything in the society has changed.
Doesn't mean that something...
It's not to say you can't be polite. You can be polite and get what you want.
Yeah. Here's what was aggressive. Here's what... I'll just be a moment, Bob.
Go ahead.
Here's what will be... Here's what was aggressive when I was in high school. Here I'm going to impersonate an aggressive girl in high school. Hi, Phil Donahue.
But that's what's wrong.
How sexy is that?
That's like society. There are not too many gentlemen. There's a lot of wimps. I want to see a man, and a man believes in a different approach. Right. And it's okay for these beautiful ladies to go out and be aggressive.
Thank you.
That's fine. They can be bank presidents. They can be clerks. Doesn't matter. I like a lady.
Here is a young woman with a lot on her mind.
Hi. You keep saying that you want to be Rhett Butler, but if you...
No, ma'am, I said from the days.
From the days, well, Rhett Butler ended up with Scarlett, and Scarlett was one of the most aggressive
And do you remember the
final
final line, frankly, my darling?
Yes. Yes, ma'am, you wanted to say.
My dear, thank you.
The women of the 90s are smart, educated women, and I feel that they can manipulate and set the stage and make it seem that the man is the aggressor, but set it so that they delicately get
That's a lady.
Yeah, but see, we deserve as women to get what we want. I like the way you said that. That was excellent.
I have a question for the two ladies on the end.
Yes.
Even though you like to approach men, would you prefer for them to approach you?
Every woman would.
Darling, sir. Be quiet. Just a minute, darling, sir, be quiet. You're wonderful now. I get to talk.
Okay.
You're all wonderful.
Go
Chin
ahead.
up. You're wonderful.
That's good. Get him, man.
Yeah, I do like men who approach me, but I don't have time to wait. I just don't have time to wait. Life is going by. I'm having the time of my life.
Yeah.
That's how to do it.
Yeah. Are you there, caller?
Yes, I am.
What do you think?
I just would like to address this question to Bob. I'm a 24-year-old law student, and I doubt your credibility. How many times have women actually chased you so that you can formulate this opinion?
I pursue and I conquer.
You pursue and you conquer.
Yes.
But he's suggesting that maybe not too many women have chased you. Are you there, caller?
opinion.
Hi.
Yes.
What do you think? You like Bob?
I just don't think that women should go around chasing men.
Because?
Because I think that's acting like a slut.
Slut?
Thank you.
Slut.
I think,
Hang on just a minute. This is met with disapproval here in our audience, yes.
Why are we so hung up on rules and regulations? Why don't we just get out there and enjoy life, folks?
That's what I'm
How about
saying.
it? Okay? Everybody should enjoy life.
And we'll be back in just a moment.
Having a breast removed as a treatment for cancer is traumatic for a woman, but there is no need to fear that reconstructive surgery cannot be done.
The Methodist Health Minute, brought to you by one of the Midwest's premier hospitals.
Some women may mistakenly avoid treatment for breast cancer because of their concerns about reconstruction with implants. They need to know that there are other forms of reconstruction that are available as well. While reconstruction with an implant has been popular, we can also reconstruct the patient's breast using tissue from her abdomen or her back, which avoids the use of an implant. About 90% of our patients have their breast reconstructed at the time of mastectomy, but it can also be done at a later time. A woman should discuss all of the options for breast reconstruction carefully with her physician. Together they can make the best choice.
For more information, talk to your doctor or call the Methodist Hospital Health Information Line, a public service from the staff of Methodist Hospital.
Ladies and gentlemen, only two places in the U.S. are official National RV preseason clearance centers. Motorhomes of Jacksonville in Jacksonville. Stouts RV Sales in Indianapolis. Travel trailers, just $96 a month. Fifth wheels, only $128 a month. And motorhomes, just $299 a month. Now that's value. But hurry, National RV preseason clearance ends soon at Stouts RV Sales and Motorhomes of Jacksonville.
Lose weight and lose inches. Join the ladies at Ladies Only and become the lady that you always wanted to be. You'll love it. Teresa lost 69 pounds. You too can become a lovelier, livelier woman. Lose weight and lose inches at Ladies Only. Enroll now for only $24.95. Call either our Greenwood or Columbus location.
To be part of the audience, please send a postcard to Donahue Tickets, care of NBC, 30 Rockefeller Plaza, New York, New York, 10112. Remember, postcards only, please.
Yes, ma'am, you wanted to say. Hello.
I wouldn't call myself really aggressive, but I go to a lot of clubs and stuff, and there's what you call eye contact.
Yeah, they talk about that.
Yeah, all right. And you can tell when someone wants to, you can ask them to dance or something.
Yeah. You can tell just by the way they look.
Yeah, you need to overcome your fear of rejection and just stay with the man. Don't just stay there. Overcome your fear of rejection. That's why people don't get what they want.
It'd be hard to make eye contact with Bob, though.
No, look, Bill.
Yeah.
I am a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
I'm a little tired
already of breaking it down along sex lines.
Yeah.
I think it really, some people are comfortable being initiators, some people are not.
Yeah.
If you're a woman and you're comfortable initiating, fine. If you're not, you shouldn't have...
Yeah, it should be what makes you comfortable. We got a real live man here. What in the world do you want to say here? Yeah.
Well, I think it's great when the woman initiates. I also think it's great when the men initiate. I don't know why it has to be all one way or the other.
Well, Bob thinks that the rules are...
I'm in a ski club and everybody, the women and men are always asking each other out.
Oh.
They are, and it's a great group.
Yeah. Are you there? Hi, caller.
Hi, this is directed to Bob.
Yeah.
I just want to tell him that I agree with him totally. The old-fashioned way is the best way, and it will always be that way.
And Phil,
You're going to sit around all your life waiting
Phil,
for...
no, Phil.
Yeah.
Not if you know what you want in life.
Yes.
Go for it.
Then ask the man out because you know what you want,
Well,
Bob.
that's fine.
You do have your own kind of charm, Bob. I must say that.
Thank you, sir. That's another talk show.
Yeah, is the caller married?
Yes, she is.
Uh-huh, and she's been for
8 years now.
8 years. And he came up to you, right?
Yes, he did.
Had you made eye contact with him before he came up with you?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I looked at him, he looked at me.
Yeah, so there was a little aggression then on your part.
Yes, but I still think in this day and age, too, people have to be careful. How they approach people.
I'll tell you.
The things that go on today, and I think that it's the best way. I really do.
Yeah, what goes on today? What is she talking about?
No, you'll wait forever. You'll never be happy.
Yeah.
Time has definitely changed. We have a teenager, a 14-year-old son, and the girls are the ones that call and write the notes. The girls are more aggressive today than the boys.
And is that okay with you?
Yes, it's great.
Yeah, it's okay with me,
Sure.
too. Yes, sir, you wanted to say.
Great.
I've got a question for the ladies in red.
Yes.
Would they pursue a married man?
No, I will not.
How do you know if he's married?
How do you what?
How do you know if he's married? If you're pursuing him, come on, face the facts. It's a true statement.
Yeah, they don't wear their
You're
rings.
giving him eye contact. What do you do? Say, well, let me see. Are you married or you're not married?
He's not going to be honest in his answer.
Of course not.
No, I mean, the only thing is you got to hide in the basement. You know.
You just get a feeling.
Yes.
No, I get a
Yes,
feeling.
ma'am.
I don't know what that gentleman's name is.
I do.
Hold on just a second. Hold on, I'll get back to you.
I guess it's going to be me.
Hold on, yeah, you what?
That good-looking fellow, what's his
Daniel.
name? Daniel. I'll bet you any amount of money. I mean, he's because he's good-looking, he likes the idea of the women chasing him.
Yeah.
But when it comes time for him to marry someone, I'll bet you he's going to be the aggressor.
I bet he is, too. Yes. Yes, sir.
We all know about this deadly virus going on, right?
Yes, we
this
do.
is for all 5 of you.
You're worried about the big A.
Do you guys use condoms?
Absolutely. May we assume you all practice safe sex?
Absolutely.
Good. Good. Just because. Okay, hang on 1 second. I want to just get.
You know,
just,
Phil,
what is it?
Everybody's talking about not letting life pass you by, but I've been married several times, and I haven't aggressed upon the men.
They've come to you.
Yes.
I see.
So
Well,
I
maybe.
didn't pass me by.
How many times several is?
Do I have to say?
No, but I mean, this would speak to the fact that maybe you're being overly influenced by men. Did you say you aggressed or they aggressed?
They aggressed upon me.
Maybe they're not right for you, though. Maybe you should find a man and aggress
Pick the one
towards
that's
him.
right for you. This is what I'm teaching. You know, this is what
Really?
I'm saying. I want to pick the man that's right for me.
Artie Shaw was once on our program. How many times was Artie Shaw married? Many times. Artie Shaw sat on this stage and said, I will walk into a crowded room and immediately go to the woman in the room who will make me the most miserable. Are you there, caller? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted to say.
I wanted to encourage the women to keep on doing things like this because I don't understand what is unfeminine or immoral about a woman approaching a man.
Well, that's what they don't think so either. It's just old prehistoric Bob here thinks that he longs for the day when the boys called the girls, showed up with a little bouquet, and you have a question for Bob.
When you marry, if you're going to marry your girlfriend, are you going to keep her barefoot and pregnant also?
I would like to do that, but she cannot.
Are you there, caller? Hi. Glad you waited.
I'd like to say
an
that.
angry crowd reaction here. Are you there, caller? Hi.
Yes, I'm here. I'd like to say that every woman has the right to pursue the man if they're willing to take on the responsibility that goes with it. Just like the men have always had the responsibility of pursuing us, they have to pick up the check, they have to be ready for rejection, and watch out who you go after, because I went after mine, and what a loser.
Yeah, mine. But he's no longer yours.
Well, he's legally mine, but he's out of the house at this point.
Yeah. So what's the moral of this story here? You chased him, did you?
Yes, I did.
So you obviously got some things to work on then.
Well, yeah, I have to be more choosy, and I think a lot of men in the past, probably still now, pursue women just to, get a notch on their gun. And I think women may start doing the same thing. I think if you're interested in someone, it's open, it's the 90s,
Right.
you can pursue them regardless
Right.
of your sex.
Right. How long's he been out of the house?
About a year.
Oh, so you're going out this Saturday, I bet.
No.
You're going to sit around all weekend?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like, to have a nice relationship?
Yes, I would.
Well, it's
but
not...
the good ones are hard to find.
Well, they're not going to be found in your family room on Saturday night. They're taken.
And
Yeah.
not really, Phil.
I have a positive attitude. I expect men to like me. I expect to find good men, and I do. It just
That's
whatever
beautiful.
you expect. Change.
Yeah.
I change my attitude every day,
And it
Phil.
works.
It works.
It works,
It
yeah.
works. I
Yeah.
really mean that.
Are you there, caller? Hi.
Yes, hello, Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with the gentleman with the glasses.
Yeah.
I agree with him very much.
I do take them off once in a while.
This is the 90s. I wouldn't mind if a woman would ask me out. I'm 28 years old, and I go to clubs, and I never get approached to dance or anything. And many times I have approached women, but they don't seem to notice me at all. I don't know what it is with today's society.
Yeah.
Sometimes they will, approach you, and you approach them.
I know what you mean.
And I get tired of it.
Well, you're very honest about it. Let me ask you this. How old are you?
28.
And you're about 5-something, right?
5'11".
5'11".
Very good looking.
You are good looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're a good looking 5'11" guy. You're not heavy. You weigh about 165.
Well, close to that.
He just has to be that
Well,
aggressor.
but he's,
Get out there.
the guy is striking out here. What's going on?
Call me. I got an 800 number, Phil.
We thank you for your honesty. We thank you for your honesty, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Come on and nutritize your body. Come on and nutritize your mind.
If you're afraid it's expensive to Nutrisize, think about this. You can dine on Nutrisystem for about $3 a meal, or eat the usual and really pay for it.
Nutritize your life.
There are only 3 days left to get started for $19, plus the cost of meals. Call 1-800-321-THIN.
A sandwich isn't a sandwich without Miracle Whip. But I do something new with Miracle Whip. I cook with it. Since I love that tiny zip on a ham and cheese sandwich, now I mix Miracle Whip in my cheesy ham casserole. Then I thought, if Miracle Whip is great in chicken salad, why not baste it on baked chicken? Get cooking with Miracle Whip salad dressing. It's not just for sandwiches anymore.
What's for dessert? Call 1-800-MIRACLE for great free recipes.
Glamour Shots, high fashion photography. A Glamour Shots photo session gives you a complete makeover. Hairstyling, wardrobe selection, 12 to 15 poses, and instant viewing of your color video proof. Come in and have some fun.
Save $20 off the regular photo session and pay only $29.95. Take an additional $10 off our midweek special and pay $19.95.
When the eating starts, the talking stops. I know I got good barbecue. Folks ask, how you do that? I don't say a thing. I let the sauce do my talking. KC Masterpiece Barbecue Sauce. This sauce says onion, says garlic, molasses. There's no dressed up ketchup. This sauce says barbecue loud and clear. Just listen. Your mouth will tell you. KC Masterpiece is barbecue.
The real-life bad guy behind Goodfellas.
Were you really that character? And it was so intoxicating, that type of life for me.
Are you afraid that the mafia will have a hit out on you?
There's a lot of people out there that would love to see me dead, yes.
When the mafia goes Hollywood.
If you don't mind taking what you did wrong and making money off it.
Do the victims pay the price?
It's almost as if we do not count.
I think you should be ashamed of themselves.
On the next Montel Williams Show.
Coming up next after Donahue on WRTV 6.
Susie Mallory Lowry joins us. You're president of Man Watchers International. Holy cow, shouldn't we all be a member of that? You got divorced after 17 years of marriage. You developed a compliment card for men and gave it to the man you later married. You're now married happily for 7 years. Here's the card. Hold on to this for me. Here's the card. One of the ways you do it. Let me see. Which is better, Well Worth Watching Award or Seal of Approval?
I think well worth watching is the best one.
Because you have certainly on the back it says presented to, your first name is? Tom. Presented to Tom, and then the woman to whom who makes the presentation to you can check 5 or less. Your rating: dynamite, depth, handsome, intriguing, charming, sexy, huggable, fun.
Developed a compliment card, and so I'd walk up to men at parties and I'd say, hey, I'd like you to know you've been watched by a professional man watcher. We'd like to certify you as being well worth watching because of your beautiful hair and super bod and general class. Then I'd say, carry this with you in case anyone questions your charm.
It's an icebreaker. It's kind of nice. It's certainly, he can respond. He can't. In any event, you probably make a lot of guys' evenings, huh? I mean, saying these nice things about him.
Besides, you know, when you compliment someone, all sorts of just fantastic
I think so, too. The ice melts immediately. Are you there? Hi.
Hi.
What do you think?
Phil, how you doing?
You know.
I tend to be in agreement with the ladies on the panel. Okay, as you get older, you get a little more confidence. And 2 years ago, I went up to this fellow and asked him to dance, just off the shoulder, and I almost dropped dead. And he said, okay, and 2 years later, this past December 1st, we were married.
Fabulous. Now, you were scared to death, right?
Not me.
I mean, when you asked him to dance, were
Heck,
you...
no. No, I was never, intimidated by asking men to dance at all.
Oh.
But you have to take the risk and take the chance.
Sure. He almost dropped dead, you said.
Oh, yeah.
Because it wasn't normal for women to be asking, huh?
No, not at all.
Right.
No, I don't think he expected. I'm a little older, too, and I think he might have been intimidated by that.
Was this like with live music or a jukebox, or what was this?
It was a nightclub.
Nightclub.
A nightclub, yeah.
And was he like at a table across the room?
No, in fact, he was walking out from the men's room.
Oh.
That's what I saw.
Yeah, that's when you want to get him. You got to get a seat right by the men's room door. That way you can look them over going in and coming out, and you make your move. Was it a slow dance when you danced with them the first time?
Actually, it wasn't. It was regular, nightclub disco type music, and he couldn't dance, but he did.
Sure.
And 2 days later, he called me, and it started from there.
Yeah, how did he get your number?
I gave it to him.
Did he ask you for it?
No, I think he gave me his number, in fact. Once I got the ball rolling, it just went right along.
And he gave you his number?
He gave me his business card.
I see.
But it wasn't up to me to call. He didn't say, give me a call or anything. When he exchanged business cards, he called me 2 days later, and I was very surprised to hear from him.
Your marriage is 2 years now?
No. That was 2 years ago. We were just married December 1st.
I see. How old were you when you met him?
I was 44.
Yeah?
And he was 30.
You see?
Yeah.
You see? There you are.
Yeah.
Well, we're happy for you. Tell him that, all the gang here at Donahue said hello to the guy.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
I thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye. Are you there? Hi.
Hi, I have something to say in the woman in the red without the hat. I think that there's a fine line between being aggressive and being pushy. Yeah. And I think she's kind of like, I get the feeling from her that she's kind of crossed that line. And I was wondering how it worked for her.
I think you mean Ann. You think Ann's a little aggressive, do you?
No, I think she's a little pushy. I think there's a line between being aggressive and being
talk
pushy.
To her.
Well, I understand what you're saying.
This is Bob's sister on the line calling.
I think there's a fine line because what happens is you need to balance out confidence within and confidence without. And I've gotten very confident. Sometimes I do. Come off, be quiet a minute. That does come off that way, but I do get what I want. I have a lot of fun. And all I'm saying is trust your heart, folks. Please trust your heart. Really.
And you don't have to be...
Trust your intuition.
You don't have to be Julie Roberts, do you?
No. See, that's the thing. I have too many men, not enough time. My friends say, how do you do it?
Yeah. It's tough. It's
my
very
800
tough.
number.
There's nothing wrong with that. The whole point is still keep that little principle and value.
Yeah.
That society is
stand
losing.
by the garden gate and wait for it to come by.
No.
Are you single, caller?
Yes, I am.
You are. And how old are you, may we
I'm
ask?
22.
22. So you must look at Ann and wonder, is there a man in your life?
An ex-man. Ex-current kind of back-and-forth man.
I see. But wouldn't you like to have a relationship that's kind of, trustworthy and there and sort of,
Oh, I have no problem with women pursuing men. I just think that if you go about it, like, too aggressively, too pushily, that it just, I think it, sometimes it can like
the men start walking backwards. Yeah, hang on a minute.
Contact.
Lovely women in red, I would like to know if you are aggressive also in bed.
I'm going to tell you, you got to wait till I bag and tag you.
Yes. That's the way to handle that, Jim.
And I will say only when appropriate.
Yes. And we'll be back after we have some hymn singing here in just a moment.
For years now, we've been trying to get folks to look for our grown in Idaho seal to certify they're getting great quality potatoes. And we've had some suggestions, like this, or this, or for heaven's sakes, even this.
Hey-ho, I'm from Idaho.
But I think we ought to stick to growing potatoes and leave looking for the seal up to you. Just keep an eye peeled, it's on every bag. And remember, if it's not from Idaho, it's just a spud.
Do you know who will protect your rights if you have been injured in an accident that was not your fault? Not the insurance adjuster. He works for the insurance company. Call Konauer Dorman. No one can change the past, but we may be able to protect your future. In an instant, an accident can cause injuries that may last a lifetime. If you've been injured in an accident that was not your fault, protect your rights. Call Konauer Dorman. No one can change the past, but we may be able to protect your future.
When I do dishes, I don't fill the sink. I put my dishwashing liquid straight on. I used to smush it and push it, but with New Dawn Sure Shot, I just blast that full-strength power right where I want it, right on the grease.
New Dawn Sure Shot, your best shot at grease.
Thousands of forest fires are started by people who never realize what they've done. Some never even set foot in the forest.
Some people like them because they're big on health. Others because they're big on their family's health. But everyone's big on that great burger taste.
It's great.
Harvest Burgers from Midland Harvest. Get the great taste of good health. Now in your grocer's freezer case.
To be part of the audience, please send a postcard to Donahue Tickets, care of NBC, 30 Rockefeller Plaza, New York, New York, 10112. Remember, postcards only, please.
He does? Well, come on, you're sitting there. Oh, we're back. Excuse me. Should women be aggressive? Incidentally, Susie, Stella, my pardon. Stella, you want to make the point that when a woman is aggressive, a man will take advantage of her.
That's true. I've tried what they've said. And I've been married several times, and it's been successul, but when you go after a man like that, when you go after a man like that, he already knows he has you.
How are you taking advantage of? Just let the ladies. How are you taking advantage of? Now this is what you call a lady.
Speaking of that, I work in a nightclub here in New York City, and I very rarely see gentlemen there, and I see a lot of women that do get taken advantage of.
Really?
And
how so?
Speaking, well, you can imagine.
A lot of geeks, you mean?
A lot of geeks. And I have women approach me, and I have great respect for women that come up to me. I think they have a lot of individualism, and they're really on the ball in my book.
Well,
she's great, and I think
you like your Ann.
I do. You never get something
You're
for nothing.
Who knows who you are?
That's right, you do, and you never get something for nothing. So
not going to be
go
any
for it.
wallflower blowing in the breeze.
No way.
Yeah, sir, you wanted to say.
Thank you.
I've been analyzing this whole thing. I think Ann and Bob are a perfect couple. They were, honestly. This is a professional opinion. You are perfect for each other. And you're easy. That's what we used to call you. And Bob, I'm sorry. In my generation,
He's not just going to stand there and let world pass him. Doesn't mean she's easy.
In my generation, a woman who came on as strongly as she did was considered easy.
I'm fun and I'm intelligent.
And Bob, you are a gentleman. And a gentleman nowadays is
Very lacking.
No, there's something missing in a gentleman.
Yeah.
You have to be aggressive.
Yeah. I think people like Bob give men a bad name today. That's my own opinion.
Yes, hang on just a second. You wanted to say, yes, ma'am.
I just think that it's really interesting how the caller before and this gentleman over here call women who are aggressive and know what they want sluts and easy. Yet men who pursue and conquer like Bob.
Your point, Daniel. Just yes.
Men who pursue and conquer like Bob are gentlemen. I would no sooner get involved with a man like Bob. I mean, I think that he's intimidated about women who really know what they want and women who are okay with themselves, and that's why I think this lady, especially without the hat,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you seem to.
I admire that.
After the divorce, I redeveloped myself because I was so unhappy, and now I'm having more fun than I've ever had. Thank you.
Something else. Phil, you know, everything happens because of gutsy women. We didn't have the vote until we had gutsy women.
Right. It's not going to happen to you unless you get out and fight for it. Don't we know that?
You couldn't wear pantsuits 20 years ago except for gutsy women. And in another 2 generations, every lady will have the right to basically make the first move. That's
I hope that's true. Are you there, caller? I want to just let me get this call on. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. This question's for Bob.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask him if he'd ever been approached by a woman before, and if he had, how does he handle it?
Thousands of times.
And how do you handle it, Bob? Must be tough out there.
I'll take the 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Are you there, caller? Hi.
Yes, my question's for Daniel.
Yes.
I'd like to know, have you ever been married before?
Yes, I have.
Okay. And would you like to go out with me tonight?
Absolutely. Where are you?
I'm in New York. I'm a Broadway choreographer, and I can leave my number with you.
How old are you, may we ask?
I'm 29.
And you're about 5-something?
I'm 5'4", blonde, green eyes, about 110 pounds.
Yeah. And you're obviously, you're in good shape. You're a dancer, huh?
I'm a dance, Broadway and off-Broadway, of course.
Yeah.
Dancer, singer, choreographer.
Right. And when was the last, how long has it been since you've had a serious relationship?
Oh, I would say I've been by myself for 2 years, and the reason is I don't drink, I don't care for the bars and the nightclubs and so forth, so I tend not to go out.
What's your name, caller?
First name, just your first. Well, no, wait, let's not even do that. Let me just, a couple more things here. When you go out tonight, let's go with them, you want to? Why don't we? We can, we can kind of look over. They won't bother them. No. Like, where would you, what, you would be a small restaurant? What?
It would be La Ronde, the top of the Marriott.
Oh, I see. So overlooking.
It's beautiful there.
Who's paying? They want to know who's paying for this.
Me.
You're paying?
Definitely.
So you've asked Bob out, you'll pick up the tab.
Definitely.
I'm sorry, Dan. You've asked Dan out, you'll pick up the tab.
Right.
Well, isn't this interesting? You don't drink, and you're, you're a good, solid citizen, in great shape. You're a professional woman, choreographer.
She has a girlfriend who is a lady, and I will pay.
Yeah. You don't want to. You want to put her on hold, right? I won't. I feel like this is the dating game. What? I forgot. He's engaged.
My fiancé will fly up at my command.
Daniel isn't engaged. You're not engaged. Are you engaged? No. Yeah. All right. Caller.
By the way, I don't think that caller was easy because she asked me out. I don't expect her to be easy. I don't expect what everybody said.
We understand your point. She is no more
easy than if I were to approach a woman and she was easy.
Right, and what happens, and that's going to be decided later.
People that are easy are easy, and people that aren't are.
Yeah. Butter?
Philly.
Thank you.
Looks good, doesn't it? Ounce for ounce, Philly cream cheese has half the calories of butter or margarine. Next time, butter your bread with Philly instead.
Mom, still at the mall. Mom! Oh, you're making chicken and stovetop stuffing? We're having stovetop? With the celery and onions? What time? 6? At 8. Can I invite Bob? Thanks, Bob.
You can never get enough stovetop stuffing instead of potatoes.
At a prestigious cheese competition, Cracker Barrel Cheddar wins a gold medal for excellence. Its 18th. The taste inspires a Munster. Vermont Cheddar. Havarti. Baby Swiss. each made with the same care as our award-winning cheddar. Cracker Barrel from Kraft. Judged to be the best.
Dry, frizzy hair. It's always been a problem to work with, even for professionals. Frizzies is a product I developed during years of styling hair for magazines. Frizzies turns dry, frizzy hair into smooth, shiny hair quickly. Just apply Frizzies to wet hair after shampooing and dry as usual. Frizzies took years to develop, but it only takes minutes to work.
Frizzy Shampoo 5-Minute Manager and Hair Serum available at Osco, Drug Emporium, and F&M.
Shop Indy's Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries and Emmerich's Furniture Store's 12-hour sale tomorrow. Save 20 to 40% off retail prices on everything. Tomorrow only, 9 to 9, get an additional 8% discount, plus a 5% discount for cash. Free statewide delivery, too. You get your choice of our entire selection of beautiful, well-made furniture for every room of your home. Shop our 12-hour sale tomorrow, only at Indy's Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries on Lafayette Road or Post Road, or Emmerich's Furniture Stores all around town.
Well, have we learned anything at all this hour? It's been helpful.
Oh, have we ever?
Yeah.
Forget it. I'll still stay with my own generation and Bob. Remember the running shoes, because you got to get out of here fast. You know these aggressive women.
Bob is a chauvinist pig, and I can't believe this mentality exists in this day and age.
I agree with the women on the panel, because I used to be one of those women that Bob wanted, that was waited, and I sat home for the prom, and I realized that just because I approach a man does not make me any more or less of a lady by doing so.
No, ma'am.
What do you think?
I want to know why there wasn't more New York men on the panel. I think they would have made much better representatives.
Oh, you do?
I think that that the Donahue should pay for the dinner.
The Donahue Show. Well, thank you very much. Now, sit down. Listen. I know California men are, you know. I mean, did you ever meet a guy from California? Yes.
I think the women who assert themselves and ask the guy out can often be called desperate, but I think it's a sign of self-esteem and hates of security.
So you support Ann and her approach to life, then?
For sure, definitely.
Yeah.
Full on, go for it.
Yeah. Are you there, caller? Hi.
Hi. I just have a comment for just a personal observation that I've made in the past few years.
Yes.
That any guy that hasn't ever been married and is in their 30s has a definite problem.
Really? What's the problem?
They just have a problem.
Why wouldn't you give them credit for not jumping into a foolish decision when you see all the foolish decisions that have been made?
Well, you learn from your mistakes.
I know, but isn't there something to be said for a guy who has not yet, who's going to wait, be more conservative? 2 seconds. We'll be back in just a moment.
Glamour Shots, high fashion photography. A Glamour Shots photo session gives you a complete makeover. Hairstyling, wardrobe selection, 12 to 15 poses, and instant viewing of your color video proof. Come in and have some fun.
Save $20 off the regular photo session and pay only $29.95. Take an additional $10 off our midweek special and pay $19.95.
From 20th Century Fox comes a fantastic tale of magic.
Frankly?
Catches on quick, doesn't it? Adventure.
I'm back.
And courage.
Come on, guys!
We're going to war. Where a boy named Zach.
Let's go!
And his best friend, Batty, will join forces to save their friends.
Bogey at 3 o'clock.
In the magical world of Fern Gully.
Rock and roll!
Rated G. Starts Friday at theaters everywhere.
When I buy glasses, I always go for the 2-for-1 bargain.
I go for the best value.
I may pay more for the first pair, but the second pair is free.
I only paid $39 for the first pair at Sight & Save and $29 for the second.
That's all? Let me see those.
And I get Sight & Save's 30-day total satisfaction guarantee.
Well, I got this pair free.
Yes, I can see that.
Sight & Save's unmatched buying power means top-quality eyewear at sensible prices. Sight & Save eyewear. It's just plain common sense.
If I had a choice, I wouldn't get them. My second choice, a fast cure. I hate vaginal yeast infections, but I get them over and over. Well, my doctor said a woman should first see a doctor for an initial diagnosis. After that, use gynolotramine. She said it starts working fast to help bring your infection under control. Gyne-Lotrimin is her choice now. And my choice? I still wouldn't get them. But when I do, I want a fast cure. Gyne-Lotrimin. Make your choice a fast cure.
Direct from the Winter Games in Albertville, France, see the newly crowned Olympic champions. Midori Ito, Victor Petrenko, Christy Yamaguchi, Christopher Bowman, the Dujanets, Tanya Harding, Todd Eldridge, Jill Trenery, and many more, as Tom Collins presents the greatest figure skaters in the world in the Campbell Soup's 1992 tour of World Figure Skating Champions.
The Olympians are coming to Market Square Arena for one show only, May 7th. Get your tickets now at all Ticketmaster locations. Brought to you by the Indianapolis News and WRTV 6.
For a transcript of today's program, send $3 check or money order to Donahue Transcripts, 1535 Grand Street, Denver, Colorado, 80203, or call 303-831-9000.
Sentenced to prison, their small children were devastated. Should we spare parents from jail for their children's sake? Next, Donahue.
Yeah, caller, what did you want to say?
Hi, my question's for Ann. If she's so good at being aggressive, how come she doesn't have a steady relationship with anyone?
Because I'm having too much fun choosing one. Seriously. I want to have one. I'm having too much fun choosing one.
I'd like to know who was the aggressor, you or Marlo.
Oh, would you like to know that? Well, I would love to answer that question, but I see we won't have enough time.
What is it, Bob? You just cannot admit that you are a Southern gentleman also.
And
my movie, Let's Ballroom, is...
Service is provided and promotional fees paid by the following.
No-nonsense pantyhose, as beautifully put together as the women who wear them. No nonsense.
Shower yourself with new Refreshing Shield. Its unique skin-invigorating formula will turn you around. New Refreshing Shield.
For the perfect weekend and the perfect frequent stay program, check into the new Drake, the only Swiss hotel on Park Avenue.